Hey guys, Ryan here, and today I'm bringing you a replay in the overpowered tier 10 heavy tank that you can get for free XP, the WZ-111 QL thing, which is a WZ-5A tier 10 Chinese heavy tank with more alpha damage but a little bit less DPM, and it looks different. That's it. And in most scenarios, given how small the DPM difference is, you're better off getting the one with higher alpha. So this is actually better than the tech tree version, and the tech tree version was already really nice, even though I've not played it. So what does this tank have and the 5A tech tree version have? Well, this tank is fast for a heavy tank. It's got decent gun depress for a heavy tank, especially a communist heavy tank, in this case Chinese, at 7 degrees, which isn't ideal for like 10 degrees, but it's alright. 560 alpha, decent DPM to go with that high alpha, decent gun handling to go with that high alpha, decent PAM. Okay armor, not the craziest. You can side scrape, a bit of a pike nose, you can bounce a few shots, turret's alright, but again, a couple cupolas. And in this game, to try and spot the people who tend to snipe on this hill. Risky move in some of the slower vehicles, but as you can just see, the mobility of this tank, very nice indeed. So I already spotted one of the enemies, which is kind of the aim of pushing here. By pushing up here, you try and push the enemy back and give your team a bit of a chance to get over here. Now you can see tier 10 TD already out the game because he decided to peek despite being spotted. So good start to the game, bit of assistance, bit of damage. Now come out this corner and there's a super conqueror, which is not something I really want to fuck with. He's going to be harder to pan hold down than I am, and he's got more DPM than me. Now, in this situation, if you were to fight a hold down super conk, if you have heat, use heat, because the heat will make it a lot easier to pen that cupola, which quite often can be an auto ricochet for AP and APCR. But I'm going to keep the AP loaded. I'm quite happy to go for the trade with the super conqueror, because I've got more alpha than him, by 160, mind you. And even though it does have more DPM than me, it's not by much. Now, I shit myself a little bit, because there's a fucking waffly 100 at the back there, and he worries me a little bit. But he also gives me a little bit of an idea, which is, if you look at my ammo loadout, I do carry a few HE shells on this thing. Not many, because of the DPM and everything. The thing can run out of ammo, or I'm worried of running out of ammo. So I only bring a few HE shells. Take the shot from the side, it's alright, I can ignore that. Now there's a poor little tier 8 heavy here. He might be on a reload, or is just trying to outrun me. Bear in mind, that's a front, I say heavy, it's a medium tank, but let's be honest, we all know they're heavies. Because when Wargaming changed them from heavies to medium tanks, they didn't change shit. Not even the camo. Which, for anyone who plays those tanks or is interested, let me know. When they changed the 50B light to mediums, I wouldn't expect them to change a whole bunch of stats, but were you guys, like me, expecting them to at least change the camo? But anyway, just a bit of a weird thing I noticed about those French tanks. I've loaded the high explosive for the Waffle 100, but there's a 50B over here. Now, I fired the side of his turret, only do a couple hundred damage, because I can pen the side of his hull, which is what I was hoping for, but I just couldn't quite get the gun depression to do it. So as I said, that's where that 7 degrees of gun depression is alright. It's just not, you know, the 10 degrees or more that you usually want to be super good on the ridgeline. Now, what's about to happen here? This Waffle 100 from earlier, who I wanted the HE for, I'm thinking, sweet. We're both in OP tanks, let's fight. I'm going to put a big HE shell into him, and now he's about to molest me. Until the sharpshooter comes down, connects with him, making him miss his shot. It's beautiful. Now, quick RB-RT moment as the RT gets spotted. Although in defensive wargaming, every RB-RT, as it is called, should always be a hit and a pen if you're doing it to artillery. At the very least, I think. Now to the Waffle, I've only got the last AT shell. Was gonna go for the ram, but not to happen. And now it's again just using the tank's mobility, pushing forwards, firing shots and moving. Just look at the speed of this thing. It just feels fast when you're racing around in it. And you've got to think this thing's got good DPM, it's got the good alpha, it's got alright gun depression, enough armor to side scrape, you can kind of go hold down on, if you stay in the move, backwards or forwards, you know, you can do alright. And I shoot a teammate in the back of the head. But, Because of how OP this tank is, I don't play it too much. Although maybe because it's OP, I don't play it too much. As you guys know, with my KV-5s and my British light tanks and all my other shit, I quite like the less competitive vehicles. The IS-4 as well is my favourite Russian heavy. More so like IS-7 or 277. But I actually got this tank after 6.0 got released, when we all got a whole bunch of free XP from somewhere. I don't know how Wargame calculated it, but we all got a lot of free XP. I bought this tank then. And yeah, I don't take it out too often. This was actually, this game right here, my first game in this tank in about 2 months. I just jumped on with Luke and Athena and just like, you know what, I've not played this tank in ages, because quick thing to know about me, I'm never platoon leader. I always let someone else just pick whatever fucking tank they want, and I just pick a different tank each time. So they picked tier 10, and I thought, here's a tank I haven't played too often, I'll pick the QL. Which to some people might sound surprising that I don't play this tank too often, given how good it is. Trying to hit in the light time, that's not feasible. One to shoot 7 with 5A, but I can't quite get the lower plate shot, and I don't have heat loaded. So I'm going to have to expose myself to get the shot, which I then missed, because I'm a fucking cockwomble. But overall, as I pick up the kill on the 705A, our team actually caps out. And it just feels a bit easy with the 5A, really, or the QL by extension. Just push super aggressive using the mobility, and then use this big fucking gun to just batter the enemy to death. So for the first game in like 2 months, this tank's just really easy to play. 5600 damage, 2200 assistance, 5 kills, ace tanker, high caliber. And overall, a pretty decent result. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.